I tried the viral Claude plus Canva integration, and here's what actually happened. Over the past few weeks, my feed has been flooded with people claiming that Claude plus Canva can automatically turn anything into high quality PowerPoints, carousels, whatever. And honestly, I was excited to test it, but after trying it on dense technical information, the results were nowhere near usable. And the interesting part is, it wasn't just Canva, but actually Claude that was the problem too. Working in mining and engineering, nuance, technical density, and information structure matters a lot. I wasn't trying to generate a motivational Instagram carousel. I was trying to summarize an article that contains genuinely technical information into something professionals can actually learn from. And what I discovered is that most viral AI workflows completely breaks down once you try to go beyond lightweight content. The first issue was information compression. I'm not over exaggerating when I say that the first few tries generated absolute junk. The Canva integration pulled through only a fraction of the actual insight. Key context disappeared completely. Nuance disappeared. The slides looked visually acceptable at a glance, but that's only at first glance because the information value collapsed completely. Graphics generated were also unrealistic. And that's a major problem when it comes to technical industries. Because if you oversimplify too aggressively, you don't just lose detail, you completely distort the meaning. The second issue was the slide architecture. Canva generated layouts prioritizing aesthetics over information hierarchy. So instead of building a professional technical narrative, it produced slides that were optimized for Instagram type engagement. So then I asked Claude directly why it is failing. And its response was surprising because it said that it cannot actually edit or create the detailed specific content that I was asking for using the Canva tools as they currently work. That meant I had to pivot and I asked Claude to develop the carousel slides directly in PowerPoint. And lo and behold, it was still junk. I tried a new conversation so that there isn't context contamination and still junk. It made me go into a bit of a rabbit hole, and I read the Anthropic prompting guide, and there I had my eureka moment for the Opus 4.7 model. When asking Claude to make a carousel, its default is now to only do superficial summarizing for you because Opus 4.7 has become more literal. One of the hacks I discovered is that you need to explicitly tell it, go beyond the basics. That changed everything. Claude was able to develop the structured slide logic that I wanted, define the title hierarchy, as well as apply the information density that I requested. And suddenly the output quality improved dramatically. I only had to make some minor edits that took me about 10 minutes to make the content visually more striking. So, no, I don't think that the Canva plus Claude integration is useless. But I do think that people should be careful confusing looks good with works well and has actual meaning, especially in industries where information quality actually matters. And ironically, the biggest leap in quality came from going back to something much less flashy, well structured PowerPoint slides. Also, the changes to the Claude 4.7 model in terms of how you should prompt versus previous and other models were quite illuminating. So, I wrote a Claude Opus 4.7 playbook with more key design changes other than the go beyond the basics prompt that I can send to you if you comment or DM me. Follow along for part two because I decided to also compare ChatGPT and Copilot outputs.